What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor review as we continue this very long weekend in wrestling as it is still WrestleMania weekend. So many shows are going on this weekend that, in a way, it's hard to keep up with all of them. But I said I was going to come with a Supercard of Honor review. Now, before I do begin this review, make sure you go check out the Multiverse United review, which was last night from Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling. A really good show, but I have to say the production quality looked like crap on there. And I don't know if it was New Japan or Impact's, but I have complained about Impact's you know production in the past before, and it's highly noticeable when you see it on the show almost every week on Access TV and whatnot when it comes to Impact's production. I don't know. Okay, listen, it was a really good show. I'll say that. But I'm sure some people already don't want to watch it because of the production quality and from audio issues or just camera issues or it wasn't well lit. I'm not going to go into a whole rant about this, but I'm just telling what you're going to see if you do go watch the show, good matches, but production quality looked like crap, okay? But yes, with this long weekend of wrestling, I did watch Supercard of Honor. I probably saw a little bit of SmackDown, so I'm probably not gonna do a review for that anyways. We'll be back from Mania tomorrow night, or whenever we get the WrestleMania Night 1 review in. We'll talk about more of that. I may go back and watch some snippets of the Hall of Fame to see what happened. But like I said, I did watch the ROH show. I know the pre-show did start about 6 o'clock. I know there was some pre-show matches. I'm gonna just kind of go through these real fast. Jeff Cobb went against Tracy Williams. Jeff Cobb literally just, like I said, he's everywhere right now this weekend. So between the United Empire of Jeff Cobb and Aussie Open, they have been working their asses off. But hey, getting that money at the same time during this long WrestleMania weekend and WrestleCon and all that. They were at the Gallon Center. I don't really know how big this building was. It wasn't a huge building. Maybe it looked like it held about, I don't know, maybe 3,000, 4,000 people. I don't know if it was a full house or whatnot. Not really sure. But I know it was in LA. Okay. But the stage looked pretty nice. Pretty good stuff out there. Like I said, you could talk about Ring of Honor's production is really good, but again, that's under the AEW banner. Better than it was when it was under Sinclair Broadcasting, but even they had a little bit more, but it's still two different things at the same time. But they probably had a little bit more not more better production, but they had something at the time. But like I say, Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman were on commentary. Bobby Cruz, of course, is the ring announcer. Jeff Cobb did hit the win with the Tour of the Island, so there you go from there. Also, they did bring in another commentator, which they brought in Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness did use the work in Ring of Honor. He was the matchmaker on here years ago and on commentary too. Haven't seen Nigel McGuinness in a while, ever since when he was on NXT at the time. Before they ended up getting rid of him. I don't know if he was on the UK show at that. Well, I think he was still. Was he back in the UK? I don't remember because I know they released him back over a year ago, or maybe it was longer than that. I haven't really been following what Nigel McGuinness has been doing. He is a welcome addition to the commentary team, though. Like I said, he's been in Ring of Honor before. I would be okay with just Riccaboni and Coleman, but adding Nigel is still good too. I'm sure some people are gonna go after though. Can we see it? Can we see it? You know how that goes. Next, Kenosuke Takeshita went against Willie Mack. Very good match. Good back and forth on there. May go back and watch Takeshita versus Sammy on Rampage. Maybe. But I did enjoy this match. Hopefully we see more Willie Mack on Ring of Honor. I know he's been on the show here and there lately, so maybe we'll see a little bit more of him. Willow Nightingale went against Miranda Alizé. Nightingale won with the Gut Wrench Powerbomb out there. So Nightingale won. Stu Grayson went against Slim J. Grayson won. And then they had Vincent and what was it? The other guy's name, Dutch. Which I actually thought Vincent was working for the WWE, if I remember. I had heard rumors about that. Apparently he was Uncle Howdy, to what I heard. But then again, that Bray Wyatt train is going downhill anyway. So I don't know if he really was in WWE in that, but I had heard rumors he was there for a while. But hey, he's back in Ring of Honor now because I haven't really seen the guy on TV since Honor No More on Impact. All right, but like I said, Grayson ended up getting the win. Do I really want to see a feud with any of these people? Not really. Okay. Now listen, I know enough of what's going on Ring of Honor. I know they have a show nowadays, even though it's not really on a TV deal. It's on Honor Club. You have to pay for it. But then again, I'm watching that shit for free. All right, fuck that. But um, I know they've been back for like what about 4 weeks now. They've had about 4 episodes, and I have watched it because now Ring of Honor is a 2 hour show instead of 1 hour. Listen, it's a lot of wrestling to get through the week, okay? And I am trying to watch more of the Ring of Honor show. They've had some pretty good stuff on there, to what I've seen, okay? Now, like, because the shows I usually watch throughout the week, of course, Raw, SmackDown, AEW, maybe a little NXT. I watch Impact, New Japan, depending on what's going on. So I'm trying to fit Ring of Honor in there when I can, okay? But I said I was going to watch this pay per view. The kickoff match was, well, not kickoff match, but official main card match was El Hijo del Vikingo versus Commander for the AAA Mega Championship. My friend and one of my co-hosts, Steven, it said somebody in his rap group basically made Commander's theme song out there. So I don't know the guy's name or who made it, but hey, shout out to him. I got to give credit there. But this match, listen, you can sit here and call this a spot fest. Listen, I think El Hijo del Vikingo is really good. I've said that for a while. I said that last week in the damn Dynamite review and stuff. Um, would I say he needs to tone down his style a little? Maybe, but hey, this is Ring of Honor we're talking about. Those are very impressive stuff, and I have to say, like, the guy does things you've never seen before, especially doing a shooting star into a damn Hurricane Rana, which looks insane, or doing a dive and even landing back on your feet then just to do another drop kick. It was a lot of crazy ass shit in this match. A man there corked through 450. I don't know why there was a table being involved in this. Don't know where that was going, but it's insane. It's literally an insane match. Vikingo, which I'm sure everybody's gonna say is, but when they did use the table though, which I don't know why they needed this spot because they didn't on Dynamite, but he had to do the 630 thing again. Now on Dynamite, he damn near broke his neck and hit the damn apron doing that shit. This time he did hit Commander though. He hit the table, but the table didn't break, and all I can think of was I am the table. Na 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 Botchamania. But yeah, that did not look good when the table did not break. But still impressive shit though. But they ended up getting back in the ring. Vikingo trying to go for another 630. Commander I go for the opposite corner, just going back, hitting like a big dive that just looks insane. Um, I know he went for like to the top rope then, but Vikingo ended up with like a double knees on him, and then hit the 630 for the win. So you're either gonna like this match or you're not gonna like this match. But hey, this was a very lucha style match out here. Okay, it's for the AAA Mega Championship. So awesome and incredible stuff out there. But some wonder what even El Hijo del Vikingo, which like I said last week, that wasn't a dream match, but um, some would say what makes him different than a lot of the other flippy guys on AEW. He brings something unique to him, but I think people overhyping him to some certain extent, yeah. But I think the guy's really good though. But crazy opener though. Next, Brian Cage, Khan, and Toa Leona versus Blake Christian, Grand Metalik, and AR Fox for the Ring of Honor 6-man titles. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if a lot of people really cared about this match. I know Brian Cage said something on Twitter about Bobby Lashley facing him because he's faced him before, and if he needs an opponent in Mania, because I'm not going to go into the whole Bobby Lashley thing and him being in the Andre Giant Battle Royale thing tonight on SmackDown, but then again, it beats going against Bray Wyatt, okay? We already knew how downhill and bad that feud was. But Cage, though, honestly, he might as well just go to WWE at this point, because they're not really doing enough with him in AEW or Ring of Honor. I don't know. I still think it looked ridiculous when he lost to Jungle Boy 2 times. I really don't think they know what they're doing. And I like Brian Cage. I've watched him before in Lucha Underground and Impact. I thought he was really good as the world champion. I know he was kind of hurt through a lot of that time as the world champion, but I did enjoy the guy. Right now, it's just kind of like nothing much is really going on. And like I said, Cage got the win with the drill claw and stuff. So, like I said, they did what they did out here, but you can see how the crowd kind of felt flat about this match. Athena went against Yuka Sakazaki for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. A good match, solid stuff out there. Like I said, I don't know everything that's going in this feud. I know that's the magic carpet pants girl they have out there that calls herself a genie for some reason. like I said, it wasn't a bad match. I know they had Athena step on a doll's head when coming out there, but once again, I don't know if the crowd really was buying into any type of change. I think they kind of knew Athena was gonna win. Like I said, Athena's been doing good as a heel. I don't catch it all the time. I see a few clips on Dark because honestly, when they brought her in and face did not work, and then the heel thing, like I said, I go back there. Everybody goes out there. The whole people say she was being rough out there, or and stuff. But like I said, if they both agreed to the spot, can't really complain that much if they both agreed to it. But I know they've had been killing people on Dark or I guess Ring of Honor itself. So she seems to be doing really good as a heel and as the Ring of Honor Women's Champion right now. So like I said, the lowest you can go is Dark Elevation. Maybe that's probably the lowest she could go in Ring of Honor. So at least she has a title. But still, solid match though. Next, Samoa Joe went against Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor TV Championship. I know Mark still was holding that tag team title with him, which I figured be just the last time tonight he's ever really gonna hold that title belt. But I know they had Mark Briscoe's whole family out there. Good match. Samoa Joe did end up winning. I know Mark tried to go for the J drill after hitting the froggy bow, but Joe ended up countering, slipping out of it, getting him to that rear naked choke, which he had him choked in there as they had to call for the bell then. And they show Mark's kids watching on. Joe ended up shaking his hand and everything as, Mark Briscoe got his tag title belt and, just kind of, he got a standing ovation but looked dejected at the same time by walking back. And basically, like I said, his entire family is out there. And one thing I caught about this match, and I know a lot of people can go back and look, but like you could see Mark going to the corner and getting up, but it's almost like he put his hand out there like he was just wanting to get a tag from his brother, but he ain't hit no more, unfortunately. So I don't know. Seeing that, it definitely means something right there. I kind of thought they probably would put the belt on Mark Briscoe right now and, get Joe back on AEW television because, honestly, unless I'm not watching Ring of Honor, I would have had no idea he was still down here or even was still holding that TV title because he's held that TV title for a long-ass minute now, since damn near a year maybe, because I think, who did he beat? Minoru Suzuki for it? Yeah, I think he did beat Suzuki for it. But, yeah, I don't know. They got to get Joe back on AEW doing something important right now. But Mark, though, I don't think they want. I think they're gonna wait on this like a slow build. And I know it's a TV title, but I think at some point in time, somewhere in the future, Mark Briscoe has to win the Ring of Honor World Championship. I think it'd be poetic because his brother did it. Jay been the world champion before. Why can't Mark do it? So I think that's gonna be something one day. I don't know when, but I think Mark Briscoe will win that world title. Hiroshi Tanahashi went against Daniel Garcia. Good match out there. It's not much I could say about this. I know they had Garcia trying to act like Nakamura out there at the time. Tanahashi ended up getting the high fly flow for the win, and won from there. Tanahashi, like I said, it's probably the second time I've seen him in under 24 hours. Like I said, literally the night before, he went against Speedball Mike Bailey, a really good match. Go check that out. And now tonight he went against Garcia. So, like I said, Tanahashi, been seeing a lot of him this weekend also. But yeah, after Tanahashi won the match though. We then went to the ladder match, and I'm sure everybody knows what spot we're going to be talking about here. But the Reach for the Sky ladder match, the Kingdom, Aussie Open, there's another team that's been everywhere this weekend, or literally for the past few days. La Faction, Ingo Bernabele, Drilistico and Rush, the Lucha Brothers, and Top Flight. Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and try to go through every spot in this match because there was a lot of insane stuff on here. Okay, from I don't know what Doomsday devices to the floor, also opening like a double power driver on the Kingdom, which they started bleeding in, multiple dives out of the ring and stuff. I don't know, them trying to go for the belts, but getting hit into the ladders. Then we got tables set up. I did like the whole catching the chair and throwing it back at Rush and then drop kicking him off on it was pretty good. Aussie Open trying to get the titles, but did not work. I know there was a bridge at one point. Dante again with a big smash fly off the ladder then and everything, which was pretty big. Big move. Trying to see what else like going from here. I know he was slamming Darius onto the ladder then, still trying to climb up there. Just go to big DT on Mark Davis and got hurt around on Fletcher, taking him out. He's trying to get the belts. It did not work. Rush and Bennett are going at it. Lucha Brothers back in the ring. I don't know why they have Alex there trying to attack Jose, but he literally tripped and fell over the ring, and then that did not look good. Now, when it got to Dante Martin and Pentagon up on this bridge, and honestly, I think this was a very dangerous spot in general. Okay, someone wondered, was this even necessary to do? Okay, so literally this with the ladder bridge right there, Pentagon literally did like a Canadian destroyer off the ladder to like maybe 4 or 5 tables to the outside of the ring, and it was overshot that you could see Dante Martin land on his feet, and it twisted so bad. It looked like Sid out there in WCW. That's what it looked like. If you know Sid's leg injury in WCW, that's how bad it looked. And that was a very nasty spot. Like his whole leg just twisted. That was like, ugh. And Phoenix did end up winning the match. I don't know if they called an audible in that, but Phoenix won and they did become the champions. But man, that probably was the biggest thing out of this match. Was probably overshadowed the Lucha Brothers even winning the Ring of Honor tag titles too. But I don't know, man, and that just looked really bad. But then again, you kind of wonder, was this spot really necessary to do? Really necessary to do? I know it was a ladder match and everybody was going crazy out here, but was this spot even really just in general to go with to begin with? And I feel bad for Top Flight. I like Top Flight, but they get hurt a lot. And it was like Darius Martin first that was getting injured all the time, and he was out for a while. And it was Dante Martin doing most of everything on his own. So now Dante Martin looks like he's going to be gone for a while. We don't know when or how severe this injury is, but kind of judging initially off of it, I think he's going to be out for a minute. Okay, that was a very nasty spot to see how his leg moved. But then again, it was dangerous at the same time to even do to begin with, especially if he wasn't going to connect all the way. So when he fell and he twisted his leg, the doctors and refs checked him and stuff. But damn, you really got to question that. That was just crazy. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, speedy recovery, hopefully for Dante Martin. But I do believe he's gonna be out for a minute though. But right after Mark Briscoe congratulated the Lucha Brothers, FTR did also, which is kind of crazy. And my friend Steven pointed this out. Basically, with the Lucha Brothers winning, another brother tag team are now the tag team champions. So, it went from the Briscoes, now it went to the Lucha Brothers, who are brothers. So I don't know if I know there were new Ring of Honor tag belts. I don't know if you know, Mark is giving up the original tag belts. I'm not sure, but he was still carrying them. But like I said, Lucha Brothers won, but the whole Dante Martin thing really overshadowed the whole match. Wheeler Yuta won against Katsuri Shibata for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, which I kind of felt like putting this match right now, especially after the hot ladder match and stuff. They're just more of a technical style match here. You can see the crowd was getting bored waiting until the "fuck you Yuta" chants came in. I know Moxley was out there with him. The crowd only really was up there because of Yuta and not liking him, even spinning Shibata's face. Shibata, hitting him, of course, these open palm slaps, getting him with the sleeper and everything, and then a PK for the win. So, yeah, Shibata actually won. I know Shibata's been slowly taking his time getting back in the ring and whatnot since his injury from a few years ago, and the man has done his best from teaching the LA Dojo to finally making it back in wrestling in general and now becoming a beer champion. So, I know he's taking his time coming back. Yeah, taking the time coming back, though. But, sorry, dropped something right there. But Shibata, though, is really good. I didn't really expect him to win his pure title. I really didn't, so that was actually kind of surprising. Don't know where that's going to go, especially with you the one losing the title now. Where does that go with the Blackpool Combat Club? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. In the main event, we did get Claudio Castagnoli versus Eddie Kingston for the Ring of Honor Championship. A very good match, very good main event to, end the show from there. Do I think Kingston was winning the title? Not really. I know it's a long feud between Claudio and Kingston that goes on years in. Very brutal stuff. I know Eddie was kicking out of the one damn near at the end, even when going after the Ricola bomb and everything. What Kingston I'm just throwing him right back after even getting knocked down. Um, Trying to see what else happened in this match, but I don't finish chanting Eddie in and stuff. Claudio even trying to choke him out, hitting the neutralizer. Kingston got up at one going at him, but he got knocked down by Claudio. Claudio had several stripes in, going for Ricola bomb again. Eddie countered and got into a Hurricane Rana, but Claudio ended up rolling back up for the win. So Claudio still retained the Ring of Honor title. Yuta came out then, they were about to jump him, but Shibata came out for the save then. Right after that, King said, how much time I got left? We saw him pay-per-view. Then he starts going, shit, goddamn motherfucker, whatever and stuff. So you'll tell HR to take care of that. He'll do it. And, tell everybody to respect Shibata, Tanahashi being living legends and stuff. And, I got 25 seconds left. He says, I don't care. Come on, MJF gets 30 minutes, so why do I only get 5? But he told Claudio, I'm going to beat your ass. So that ended the show off for Supercard of Honor at that point. Sorry, got a drink right there. But yeah, though, that basically ended off the show from there. Overall, though, I thought it was a really good show. I enjoyed it. It had its parts. Like I said, the ladder match was insane. I know mostly everybody talking about Dante's injury. Claudio versus Kingston wasn't bad. I enjoyed Shibata and Yuta for the time given it was out there. Trying to see what else I like. I did like Joe versus Mark Briscoe. Even though he doesn't know if I can go and Commander, they had a pretty decent match. A lot of crazy stuff out there, but a pretty good one too. Wow, I feel like I just lost my train of thought right there for a second. But yeah, pretty good show though overall. Like I said, some stuff I liked, some stuff I didn't. But overall, like I said, it was a late show tonight. So this is all we got going from here, all right? So sorry to lose that buzz as it is already while reviewing this show. Looks like good thing we're towards the end. Well, I would lost a long time ago. But yeah. Good stuff from Ring of Honor tonight. I want to see what happens next. I gotta start checking out the weekly show. Don't know what happened in the media scrum, but a very good main event with Claudio and Eddie Kingston out there. Very good stuff. So other than that, comment, subscribe. Find me on Twitter at HoodieKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.